Hey everyone, Russell here, and I've got an update on my Xbox One game collection. I know it's been a while since I've put one of these videos out, and it's well overdue. So basically what I'm going to do is go over my entire Xbox One collection with you guys. This is my system of choice this generation. I do own a PS4, nothing wrong with it, but I only buy exclusive PS4 games for that. Everything else I buy on my Xbox One. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with my Xbox One game collection. So first up, we've got Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I've played a little bit of it. I guess if I was going to rate any Assassin's Creed as my favorite, I guess that would be it, but I am not by any means a big Assassin's Creed guy. Angry Birds Star Wars, that was actually pretty fun. Me and my cousins put some hours into that, and actually it's a lot better than the cell phone game. You can get a lot more precise targeting, things like that. I don't know if they sell this on the phone, but I actually had a lot of fun with it. We've got Blood Bowl. That's actually a pretty cool sports title. It's like ogres versus humans, and it's football. But it's a little violent and pretty fun. Battlefield 4. I'm a huge Battlefield guy. Battlefield 4 was a little bit of a letdown when it first came out. They have since fixed all of the issues, and man, I cannot wait for Battlefield 1. That's fucking day one for me. That and Gears of War 4. We've got some big games coming up. Battlefield Hardline, which a lot of people were disappointed in. It's basically a reskin Battlefield 4 with cops and robbers. I enjoyed it, but a lot of people love to fucking hate on this game. We've got Star Wars Battlefront. Beautiful game. Barely any content. Definitely not worth the $60. If you're into Star Wars and you find it on sale, I wouldn't pay more than $20 for that game if I could do it over. Blaze Blue. It was that Chrono Phantasma Extended. I really love the Blaze Blue games. The animation, the art style, it's really, really cool. Check them out, guys. Cool fighting games. Batman Arkham Knight. I'm really enjoying this Batman. And this is the first Batman in the series of these games right here that I've actually really enjoyed. I've played the first two, and they didn't really pop for me. I've got them on 360, so if I see the other ones on sale for Xbox One and it's a super low price, I'll revisit it and see what's up. But right now, this one is actually pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. Alright. Call of Duty Ghosts. Shitty online. Cool story, I thought. Same with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. There's going to be a pattern here. I don't like Call of Duty's online. I think it's shit. But their stories, I enjoy them. I don't care what anybody fucking says. I like their stories. I think they're cool. And I'm actually excited for the Infinite Warfare, which I'm more excited about Battlefield 1, but Infinite Warfare still looks pretty cool. And if you can actually go in the ships they showed in the trailer, if it's not on rails, I'm so hoping it's not on rails. I want to be able to fly a spaceship and do dogfights and stuff. That'd be awesome. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. The Crew, and I finally said it right this time, I swear. Every time I say this game, I want to say Need for Speed in front of it, but no, it's just The Crew. People call me on it all the time, too, on my videos. Alright, Dynasty Warriors 8. Cool Dynasty Warriors. Pretty much, if you've played any Dynasty Warriors, you know exactly what every one of the games in the series is about. It's tons of enemies and button mashing. Doom. I really, really like this game. However, I keep getting stuck in places. I guess maybe I'm just not paying enough attention. Really cool graphics. Not really much of a story, but you don't need a story in Doom. I recommend this game, guys. Pick it up. It's beautiful, man. Beautiful gore. That's what you could say. Dying Light. It's like zombies and parkour. It's alright. Just didn't happen to be my cup of tea. Maybe the whole zombie genre is getting a little tired. I'm not sure. I just might be getting bored with it. Destiny, it's alright for what it is. I don't have any of the expansion packs and the new ones, so I do need to pick that up and see what improvements they made. I hear they've come a long way, so I'll give them a second chance. And, it's not a bad game, but they could have done a little better. Diablo. Now, I picked this game up at the recommendation of a friend, and holy shit, man, I could not put this game down. I beat this game in like 3 days, but even after I beat it, I was still playing a shitload, though. This is a good fucking game, guys. Evil Within, I will say it every single time. That looks like Edward Norton on the cover there. But just one I couldn't get into. I keep trying to pick it up and play it, and I have to start from the beginning because I don't remember what's going on. And it's not sticking with me. I hear a lot of people really like it, and that's cool, but just not for me. Now this one, I don't care what anyone says. I hate this game, man. Evolve. I was so excited when I saw the previews and everything. I pre-ordered it, and this is one of the last games I ever pre-ordered because I don't do that shit anymore. But damn, it fucking sucks, man. I don't have anything good to say about it, really. I played it maybe a couple hours, and I'm done. Far Cry 4, beautiful game, open world. Not much more I can say about it. It's not as good as like GTA, but it's still pretty good. And I guess it would be kind of unfair to compare it to GTA, but I can't think of another open world game that I could, because if I compared it to Just Cause, everybody who watches my channel knows that Just Cause wins, hands down. It's one of my favorite open world games. The whole series is awesome. See, we got Gears of War Ultimate Edition. That was really cool. I wish they would have done all 3 games on a disc, but you know, I'll take what they decide to give us. They added some extra content to it, so I thought that was pretty cool. It's worth picking up, guys. It's not even full price, so get it on sale. You could probably find it for, combining with Gamers Club Unlocked and a sale, I wouldn't be surprised if you could get that thing for under $10 now. Got the Halo Master Chief Collection. That was cool. I got to play through all the Halos, and they improved the graphics and everything. Really enjoyed it. Hell of a day one download, though. I think it's in excess of 20 gigabytes for the update. Just the day one update. So, you know, that kind of sucks, but it was cool. I didn't have any problems with the online or anything like that. Halo 5. They did a lot of good things, and they made a lot of missteps. Like, the story is complete shit. I didn't, you know, especially if this is your first Halo game, you're not going to know what the fuck's going on. And then the cover just lends it, oh, it's Locke versus, you know, Master Chief. But you never get that in the game. They totally set it up for a second one. It really fell short in the story. However, they updated the controls. It's more, I know, Call of Duty-like with the controls, which I like, because Halo controls always seemed a little weird to me. That was good, but everything else, as far as like making it more Call of Duty-like as far as the online, was a big mistake. Plus, the campaign was really, really short. However, the visuals, amazing in that game, and I did enjoy the cutscenes. Just Cause 3. Guys, if you don't have this, pick this game up. Just Cause 3. So awesome. I've put so many hours into this game. I say it's way better than GTA. There's just so many more weapons and military equipment and jets and tanks, and oh, it's everything that Grand Theft Auto you wish was added to it. It's so awesome. Alright, we've got Killer Instinct. It's an okay fighter. I prefer Mortal Kombat, but it's alright. Battlefield Chronos. This could have definitely been a cool game, except they decided to not put any level of difficulty in it just to make it absurdly hard. And they even tell you that in the game. This game is really, really super hard, or some bullshit they tell you. And let me tell you something. It is. It's really hard. And it would be a cool, fun, turn-based strategy game if they let you start out with a little bit, you know, easier difficulty, and then you could work your way up. There's no reason you need to make it fucking balls hard, especially like the first level and stuff. It had potential, but that's developers for you. Anyway, we've got Lego Marvel Superheroes. It's what you get with a Lego game. They're all pretty much the same, just different themes. Mega Man Legacy Collection. Now, this game right here reminded me that I don't like Mega Man. I didn't like it when it was on Nintendo. I didn't like it any of the Super Nintendo ones, and I don't like the remaster, unfortunately. Still got it in my collection. I'm happy to have it, and maybe someday I'll give it a try again, and maybe I'll like it. But right now, I don't like any of those Mega Mans. Mortal Kombat X. Me and my cuz, C-Diz, we get down on this game. Not so much as of late, but because he keeps beating my ass. He is fire with Scorpion, and my favorite character was not included in this one. That's Noob Saibot. However, Katana was in it. She's my second favorite. That's my girl right there. Awesome game, guys. Pick it up. If you're going to pick it up, pick up the XL pack because that's got all of the downloadable characters and everything in it, and you can probably get it for the same price as the regular edition now. Monopoly Family Fun Pack. That was really fun. Kind of self-explanatory. It's got Monopoly Plus and one other game. It's Monopoly Deal Games or something like that. But they were both really fun. Surprising, too. And the good thing about playing Monopoly on there is you ain't got to worry about all the bullshit as far as, keeping all the pieces, keeping the board organized. It does all that shit for you. All right, my cuz got me this. Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain. We've played some of it. He's a huge fan of this series. Me, it's okay, but it's not my favorite game by far. But it's all right. Payday. I was really surprised by this. I heard so many people say good things about this game, but I thought it was wonky. It was kind of ugly. I think it's a 360 game. They just ported it over to the Xbox One, but still, just not my cup of tea, man. All right, Project Cars. That's a cool race simulation. I really enjoyed it. Beautiful game. Not much more you can say about it. Quantum Break, Xbox exclusive. If you see in the background there, I got the Xbox One Quantum Break edition. I picked that one up just because it's white. I wanted the white Xbox to match my white PS4 in my game setup, but it did come with a download of this game, which I already had. I gave it to my cousin. Good game. How they tried to tie the show to it and the episodes was interesting. I don't know if it's something that they're going to do again, but I wouldn't mind it. It was cool. I mean, I can't say anything bad about the game. It's just not one of those, oh my god, you've got to go pick it up. It's amazing. It's worth $60. No, wait for it to get on sale. I mean, that's what I do with a lot of my games. I don't buy them day one. There's just a couple. Like Battlefield and Gears of War this year, I've got to get those day one, man. I got to play those day one. Those look awesome. Big fan of those series. All right, we got a day one release here. It's Rise, Son of Rome. That's a really cool game. Not much to say about it. It looks good, and it still holds up. Recore, I picked this up recently, and it actually comes with a controller skin for your Xbox 360, Xbox One controller, which I think I'm actually going to put on one of the controllers I have in a future video. But it's really cool. It's like a platforming kind of puzzle. I am stuck on a part, but it's really good. Great looking game, and it's not even a full price game. I think at release it was $39.99. So you could definitely get a deal on that. And then we have the re-release of Resident Evil 5, and I'm convinced it's a re-release, not a remaster, because it doesn't say remaster anywhere on the game, and they like to just plaster that shit everywhere. But it does come with all of the downloadable content. I picked up 2 copies of these and gave one to my cousin, so we're currently playing that online. This is my favorite Resident Evil, and I know I get so much freaking hate over that, but I don't care, guys. It's what I like. All right, we've got Resident Evil 2 Revelations. My cousin and I are going to be hitting that one up after Resident Evil 5. And then Rare Replay, really cool game. 30 hit games on one collection. I would say about 10 of the games are but the other 20, I've put a lot of hours into this. It's really cool, and it's a great value. I think at release it was $29.99 or $39.99. I can't remember, but it was well worth it. And especially now, you could probably pick it up used or even brand new at a huge discount. Another Xbox One exclusive, Sunset Overdrive. This is awesome. It's like Nintendo Colors meets Grand Theft Auto meets a zombie apocalypse. There's just so much going on. It's got attitude. It's got style. Guys, pick this up. This is a really cool game, and you can get it for super cheap. I think under $10 now. All right, I got Saints Row Reelected and Get Out of Hell. I've played through Get Out of Hell. Really fun. Saints Row is like a zany, comical version of like GTA. Not quite as good as GTA, but still awesome series of games. Check it out, guys. All right, next one, Shadow of Mordor. Really cool game. Haven't played it in a while because it's an older title, and I beat the shit out of it. But I did put some hours into it, and you guys can definitely find it for cheap now. A lot of these games are super cheap now. Now that the consoles are maturing, there's so many games you can pick up for like $20, $10, and not shitty shovelware games, but actually like AAA titles that are just a couple of years old. Another title I picked up was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Mutants in Manhattan. Really cool beat 'em up. Another game that was released at sub $60. I think it was $30, so $29.99. Really cool game. Not too long, and that's to be expected with the cheaper price, but it reminds me of like a updated NES Turtles. It's really similar to that. I do wish though that they would have broke up the fighting and put like a remember in the NES Turtles how they had the skateboard level and the water level where you're like surfing, vehicle levels basically, just to break it up a little bit. Transformers Devastation. This is the best Transformers game that you can get on the market right now by far. They use the 1980s canon Transformers, and that is what I grew up on. This is what Optimus Prime is supposed to look like. That's how I grew up to know him, and then that's Megatron over there. You know, this game was really short. There's no online, so it's a cheaper game. However, the art style is amazing, and it follows everything perfectly. It's like playing an episode of the cartoon. It's seamless. It's like the South Park Stick of Truth. You can't tell the difference between the game or the show. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, we've got Transformers Rise of the Darkspark. Not a bad game, but by no means is it a Transformers Devastation. It is what it is. It's basically just recycled explosions. And there's some beat 'em up and platforming in it, but it's pretty basic, pretty short game. Nothing special. Thief, I did not care for this game, but that's because it's based on stealth, and I'm just not a stealth player. I like to go in with guns blazing. I'm not a sneaky player by any means, so that's why I didn't like this game. I'm sure it's a great game for people who like stealth, but just not for me. Now, Titanfall, that's a great game, and the sequel is coming out, and it's going to be a multi-plat, so you PlayStation guys will get to enjoy it. Titanfall, man, awesome. Mechs, I've been waiting for a game like this, and I've been playing it recently, and it really, really holds up. Actually, I've been playing it to try to practice up for number 2, because this is one of the few games I play online, and the online community can be quite competitive. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is the next game I have. I actually have not played this one yet, but I'm really excited. I need to get on it, man. I got such a backlog. But this does come with some. I believe I already have. Yeah, I have both of those on 360 physical copies, but I'll download them and see what they're about. See if they changed anything on the Xbox One version. I doubt it. I think it's just them porting it over, but we'll see. A game that my cousin and I have put so many hours into and then just all of a sudden stopped playing because it got boring as fuck was The Division. Now, there's a huge update, and they're supposed to change the game almost unrecognizable is what I've heard quotes saying. So I'm going to check it out after that releases, but I mean, it's really cool, but once you beat the story mode and you upgrade a little bit, there's not really much to do. It's very repetitive. And that's part of the problem. A lot of people have stopped playing it. Great game for the first 30, 40 hours, and then after that, you run out of things to do. And, you know, normally I wouldn't be upset, but this game kind of, when it was being hyped, was bragging, oh, you're going to have hundreds of hours. Well, 40 hours, 30 hours is not hundreds of hours, okay? And it doesn't do any good if the hundreds of hours is the exact same shit. People are going to get bored. I mean, they needed some more content. So it would have been a great game if they would just not said that. I mean, they just overhyped it. So hopefully they'll fix it with the update. I don't want to go on too long. I should actually probably make a video about my thoughts on The Division, but that's for another time. All right, next game, we've got Warriors Orichi Ultimate. I might have said that wrong. 3. And it's like a clone of Dynasty Warriors. It's very similar, if not the exact same thing. Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. That was really cool. It was a nice compliment to the Wolfenstein right here, the New Order. Both really cool games. The only fucking annoying thing is to pick up like ammo or items or weapons, you have to tap X, which okay, to pick up the weapons, I can understand that, because you don't want to pick up every weapon you have, laying on the ground. But ammo, there's no reason. Of course you want to pick up the ammo. So what I found is I'm running around the map just tapping X all the time when there's a bunch of loot on the ground. It's just tedious, and they could have done without that. But that's basically my only complaint on those games. They're gory, fun, great first-person shooter. I'm glad to see Wolfenstein was, made another appearance. It's been a while since we've seen one. Next, I have 4 games in this collection, and it's the Telltale series. As you can see, I've got Walking Dead, Season 1, 2, and then The Wolf Among Us, and then the 4th one, and man, before I filmed this episode, I looked everywhere, and I can't find the damn case, but I had the Borderlands Telltale series, and that one is just as good. All of these games, you cannot go wrong with these. I was very hesitant, but man, especially the Walking Dead ones. I got emotional, I teared up. These are great games. The people who make these games are awesome, man. They really think about what they're putting in there. It's a great story. They're not huge action games. It's basically just a story-based game, so don't go in there expecting that. But man, if you have the patience and the time to sit down and just go through a great story, none of these you will go wrong with. I'm telling you, they are great. All right, guys. Well, that's my Xbox One collection. I will do another video once I get to a lot more games. I'd like to at least up it by at least 30 games before I do another video. So it could be a little bit, but I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Share this video, like it, and thank you so much again for watching. As always, guys, game on.